going along, guys, we have Between the Lines. The big Between the Lines is the once every 4 years edition of Between the Lines. The Olympics. I am not a huge fan.
I'm not a huge Olympic guy.
Of the Winter Olympics. I love the Summer Olympics.
Yes.
I feel like I'm engrossed in things more because I enjoy the feats of strength and speed and stuff that goes. I just don't understand. But beyond that, it's always cool seeing snowboarding.
Yes.
And it's always cool watching, American teams win and get awards and do stuff that they haven't done before. So the two people that we're highlighting today, Chloe Kim wins the half pipe gold, got a 98.5
on her first run too,
and wins the gold medal and kills it. Amazing job there.
17 years old,
and to think to do it when you're that young. It goes back. It's the same thing. Like you saw Shaun White had a great score also.
Yes.
Right. We expected of him at this point because he's been doing it for a long time. But he was that 16-year-old Olympic phenom, and she's that next addition. If she can parlay this into more.
Did you know she was tweeting in between runs?
Good for her.
She tweeted, "I'm hungry" or something like that. Like I didn't eat my sandwich today. I'm now hangry, and everyone was like. People were writing back like, "Aren't you in the middle of a run?" She wrote back, "Yeah." And someone was like, "How are you typing? Aren't your hands cool?" And she's like, "Nah, I'm good." And then boom, next boom, just absurd, pure talent.
But you know what? That's
what, real. That's cool.
That's also what the new athlete like that in an independent sport should be doing. She's got her personal brand that she's going to be able to build now. And Shaun White did both snowboarding and skateboarding, right? And he was able to parlay that into a lucrative thing.
The video game.
In American sports, if you're a snowboarder, it's not like you're out here making millions of dollars a year like some of the other professional athletes. But Shaun White was. Can Chloe Kim parlay this into, hey, I'm going to get my social media following up to X, and then companies are going to want to sponsor me, and I'm going to get these posts and this stuff Yeah, be that genuine person, be yourself, build that brand. But I love it, and I think that opens up a world of possibility for her and what she can do with her life.
Yeah, hats off to her, man.
It's going to be interesting. The other one that we want to focus on that we were talking about before, we were actually watching the video of this guy going through it, is the luge, right?
Crazy.
Chris Mazder wins a silver medal. It's the first medal the United States has ever won in the luge. And at one point in time, right at the very end, he actually was in the lead.
Yeah, by 0.2 of a sec.
0.003, right? It was
tight.
Infinitesimal, but he was right there on the cusp of being the guy. He ends up losing by fractional seconds to the guy who won gold. But America never winning. It actually watching it, I wonder why hasn't America won any medals in that sport?
Yeah, it's not even I don't know. It's interesting. It's crazy. You're going 80 miles an hour, going like this. The minute you fly off that thing, you're done.
You see him right on the edges, man. You could slip off that. It's
you hit it like an ice patch or something. I don't know, man. That's crazy.
Have you ever seen skeleton?
No.
So skeleton is the exact same thing as luge, only you go face first.
Yeah, no shot.
And you're going 80 miles an hour face first.
I'm good. That's crazy.
Your chin is...
No, respect it what he did, man. That's hats off.
Anytime you're a trivia answer. Yeah. Forever, right? Who's the first American, you're doing Olympics trivia. Who's the first American ever to win a medal in the luge?
There was another trivia question that people were talking about was I forgot her name, but she was doing the ice skating and she did a triple, I'm not, like I said.
Triple axel.
Whatever. And she was the first American to ever do that. So there's been a couple of firsts that Americans have done in the Olympics, so.
And I think that's the cool thing about the Olympics is because it's once every 4 years, you see big drastic changes
of how the athlete
and stuff from one time to another because there's so much time in between, and it's not like we're all sitting here watching the luge for the next 4 years till the next one.
Yeah.
Even looking at swimming, Michael, I'm not following Phelps when he was swimming in random events throughout the course of leading up to the Olympics. It's hey, he's in the Olympic qualifier. I see it on TV.
Yep.
Right? Hey, he's in the Olympics. I'm watching him swim. when you get to watch these great events and see these people perform these feats of athleticism and coordination and skill, it's really, really cool. And I think that, like, the Winter Olympics, especially in America, doesn't get the same level of hype as the summer. I think that's, one, because there's not as many sports. Two, they're much more obscure. Like guys on skis shooting guns at targets.
Yeah, or like curling.
Yeah,
like summer's like basketball. Hopefully, I think baseball's coming back in 2020.
Yeah.
So things like that.
Yeah, I think that the winter is still cool. It's still interesting to watch those people perform. But shout out to Chris and winning the first medal ever in the luge for America.